Mobile apps gave rise to a new generation of startups and solutions that shape our digital lives. Uber, Airbnb, the social media apps have all built empires. But will AI make the mobile app obsolete? In 2007, Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone. A year later, the App Store. Since then, a mobile app revolution has created entire industries. From 2008 to 2024, the sales of mobile phones have skyrocketed, and the market cap of the underlying mobile apps followed suit. Developers alone have brought in well over $320 billion directly from the Apple App Store. Now, that pales in comparison to the value that Apple has been able to derive. Google has followed suit with an Android platform that has also been a powerful revenue generator over the years. The consequences of this rise have been staggering. Anyone with a smartphone gets a personal driver, grocery store, movie catalog, house rental, bookie, and a world of knowledge wrapped up in a nice user interface. But it's unclear if this model, which we've come to recognize as the simple reality of digital existence, is the future. In fact, it may not even be long until this starts looking like the past. The big effort among top AI companies lately has been the development of autonomous agents that carry out tasks for you across the web based on a prompt. For example, let's say you want to get a flight from New York to LA because you're a coastal elite that uses summer as a verb. With an AI agent, you can simply ask it to book the flight, and armed with all of your information, the agent can go on a site, find the flight, pay, and send you the itinerary. This simple example can be expanded out to all kinds of things. Adjust the prompt to say, I want to get a beachside spot to stay out for less than $500 a night. Book a reservation at the best Mexican food in the area, get some breakfast groceries sent to my place, and keep my coworkers updated on my schedule. In a single prompt, 4 applications that run billions of dollars through their apps just got supplanted. Now, supplanted may be too strong a word, and for now, replaced is the wrong word. The current iteration of how AI agents will interact with the world is through a user interface created for people. But if AI agents become the standard way to accomplish the tasks you normally carry out on your phone, it won't be long until these companies will cater more toward the agent than the user. And over time, with enough iteration, this makes the mobile app obsolete. This phase isn't just conceptual, it's in production. Let's look at some of the products trying to reimagine an AI agent future.
Entirely app-free. Who the hell needs app? I don't want to have an app. I can tell you in 5-10 years from now, nobody from us will use apps anymore.
Instead, they believe in the agent model. DT is developing a T-phone concept that uses an AI concierge powered by Brain AI as its interface. A startup named Rabbit has reimagined smartphones with a design built around AI agents carrying out tasks through a large action model.
The app-based system was introduced more than 15 years ago, and the new generation of native AI-powered devices are just getting started.
Humane believes it can abstract away the entire screen by using voice commands and holographic interactions as the new interface.
For us, the AI pen is just the beginning.
The smaller players have huge obstacles between them and meaningful market share, but they give us a variety of concepts that the big players could adopt and build into their product lines. Great artists steal, as the saying goes. Another reason mobile apps might die is that the App Store model is terrible for many developers. Apple takes a huge share of in-app purchases and has engaged in fierce legal battles against some of its top creators. Combining the ease and efficiency of a task-oriented AI agent with the tailwind of an unattractive app developer environment could combine to hasten the shift away from traditional mobile apps. A viable counter-argument is that many mobile apps are not for tasks, but rather for entertainment. That's definitely true, but is a series of disparate apps really the best way to interact with that entertainment? For example, TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat Stories all feature a vertical video with a similar layout and an algorithm built to maximize retention. X, LinkedIn, Medium, and Substack feature writing designed to engage and drive interaction. Does hopping around to all these different apps really feel like the best way to consume content? An AI agent of the future could likely aggregate the best from all of these to serve you the content in whatever form you want, creating a personalized cross-platform entertainment feed tailored to your interests. It would require a re-engineering of the entire system, but in exponential times, things like that take place. While the financial incentive for these companies is to create a walled ecosystem that keeps money flowing within their boundaries, be it the app stores or the social media sites battling for your attention, it's hard to argue that this is the best, easiest, and most enjoyable structure for users, especially with the introduction of tech that breaks the wall's structure. People feel really comfortable seeing today's indispensable infrastructure as permanent fixtures. What they miss is that when an exponential technology comes along, these fixtures quickly become relics. The word for it is progress. And the winners in the face of progress are those who adapt quickly. At Synapse, we want to help you adapt and stay ahead in AI. So subscribe or have your AI agent do it. I don't care.